Deep in the dark web, there were some notorious hackers known only by the alias Blackout. No one knew Blackout's real identity, but everyone knew to fear their skills. They could infiltrate any system, crack any code, and take down even the most secure websites with ease. Blackout had been operating in the shadows for years, always staying one step ahead of the authorities. But one day, they received a message from a mysterious individual offering them a job. The message came with an offer of a hefty sum of money for a seemingly simple task: hack into a government database and retrieve a set of sensitive files. Blackout was intrigued and couldn't resist the challenge. They accepted the job and began their work. It wasn't long before Blackout realized that this job was unlike any they had done before. The government's database was heavily fortified, and their security systems were top-notch. It took all of Blackout's skills and ingenuity to bypass the numerous firewalls and encryption measures in place. After weeks of relentless hacking, Blackout finally managed to obtain the files they were hired to retrieve. But before they could hand them over to their employer, something strange happened. They started to feel guilty about what they had done. Blackout had always been a mercenary, working for the highest bidder without caring about the consequences. But this job had shown them the dark side of their profession. They had been hired to steal information that could potentially harm innocent people, and they couldn't bring themselves to do it. So instead of handing over the files, Blackout contacted the authorities and turned themselves in. They knew that they would face serious consequences for their actions, but they were willing to take the risk to make things right. In the end, Blackout was arrested and charged with multiple counts of cybercrime. They spent years in jail, but they didn't regret their decision to turn themselves in. They had come to realize that their skills could be used for good, and they wanted to make amends for the harm they had caused in the past. Years later, Blackout was released from prison, and they started a new life as a cybersecurity expert, using their skills to help protect innocent people from the dangers of the internet. They knew that they could never undo their past actions, but they could work to make a positive difference in the world.